There is frost on the ground. I am back on the trail. It is 8:15. I am back on the trail. Joe is awesome. Not only did he bring me fuel because I was almost out, but he got me this orange hat. So I will not get shot. I've been looking for something orange, like even just an orange Halloween dish towel that I can tie to my pack or something, and no one had them. I even went to Tractor Supply because I figured they would have it, and I guess they were out or something because they didn't have anything orange either. The Racebrook Falls campsite is where I'm aiming to go today. It's about 10 miles in. I do have to stop in Salisbury and get a package. Of course, it's a weekend, so I'm trying to make sure I get far enough in today and the next day to get there before the post office closes. First 4 miles today are fairly flat. We're only going up and down a couple hundred feet. I think we're about 700 feet now. And then the next 4 or 5 miles after that is a climb up to 2,600 feet. So that's going to be a pretty big climb. There is a campsite right before the last little bit, but I really want to get to that 10-mile one so I can be in a good spot for the next day. Maybe even run into town if I'm running ahead of schedule. There's some corn growing. Ones I passed 2 days ago were all cut down. I guess harvested is the correct word. I want to do a corn maze. I'm actually really bummed that I'm gonna be out here for Halloween because I was really hoping to be home, but I don't even think I'm gonna make Thanksgiving at this point. It's gonna be close. Last battle of Shays Rebellion was here, February 27th, 1787. According to this thing, Shays Rebellion was about unfair taxation, which was one of the reasons they just fought the Revolutionary War. Here we go. It's probably the last map. Oh, gross. Racebrook is 0.4 off trail. Maybe we can get to Laurel Ridge. We'll see. There's a key to something here. Someone left their rabbits. Going down a boardwalk. I guess this area floods more than the rest of it. Great Barrington was the end of the last farm map I was on, so I've now finished 6 of 9. One of those being Northern Virginia, which I'm gonna catch up on eventually. The Mount Everett summit is 4.6 miles away. I'm gonna take a break before I try that, because we're at the base of the mountain now. Far Out says this is a grueling climb from both directions. It's 10:45 now. See how long this takes. I am very confused coming up here. This path has obviously had people on it, but it doesn't look as worn in as it should. So is it a new path, or am I off-roading right now? Because I also haven't seen a white blaze. I think this was my mistake, and I'll let you know in a second. The trail looks like it goes behind this tree, but I think it actually goes up this rock. I need to put a blaze there, because I'm not the only one who has walked down that path instead of coming up here. And of course, you're close enough to the trail the farrow's like, yeah, you're on the trail. So you keep walking. And then it's like, no, you're not on the trail anymore. And you're like, well, where did I get off? I guess the giant tree they didn't remove could have been a clue, but also they don't always remove trees. So keep an eye out for where you're supposed to go. Aside from that one spot, everything else has been marked really well. I feel like I need more action shots of me, so here we go. This is the best I could do. Oh. Well, that's really whited out. This is a view off Mount Bushnell. It's noon now, still have a lot to go. It is 12:45. I'm stopping for lunch about 2 miles from the top and about 6 miles from the Laurel campground. I feel like I can get there as long as I can get over the top in a reasonable amount of time and not get lost again. Because it was like, I don't know, 5, maybe 10 minutes. But it was super annoying. This is the turnoff for the Glen Brook shelter. The other one should be just up ahead. And not far past that one is the Hemlock shelter, which means I'm 1.2 from the top. Alright, this sign says Mount Everett is 0.6. Laurel Ridge campsite is 4 miles. Part of it says it's 4.6, but that's still not too bad. I am about 0.3 from the top. This is definitely a climb. I don't know if I'd say grueling, because the middle part wasn't too bad. It was just the beginning and the end. Made it to the top. It's 2 o'clock, so that took me a little over 3 hours. I was stopping for lunch. It would be really nice up here if it wasn't so windy and chilly. Okay, so the black stripes mean a bad winter, and the brown stripes mean a mild winter. So it's gonna start off bad and then get better and then get bad again. Look at him go! So far, the south side has been more challenging because there's been a lot more rocks. There are some stairs placed in the rocks. That side's definitely more challenging to go up. So I'm about half a mile down, and this is just all rock. This is the turnoff for the Race Brook campsite. Laurel Ridge campsite is 2.8 ahead. Surprised it hasn't happened sooner, but I finally slipped on a rock and banged my knee pretty hard. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. This is the view from Mount Race. That's Mount Everett, which we were just on. And that's everything else. This is actually a really nice view. Kind of walking along it. There's a lot of yellow leaves here, but I don't see a lot of red. It is 4:15 and I'm at the turnoff for the Laurel Ridge campsite. Whoa. Guess we gotta go uphill a little bit. Here's the map of the area. This is where I am. I'm gonna go up and look for a tent pad where I can set up. These sites are not very good for hammocks. No trees around them. They're the little tiny things. There's one more site, and then there's a group site I can look at. But I'll make something work. This is the worst tent pad I've seen. But it's got 2 trees, and they look sturdy enough, so here I am. Normally I like to get the 4-ounce cans because they fit in my pot better. But since I've been cooking dinner, and then I have this protein powder, don't ask me what brand it is. I've had it since the barn in New Hampshire. And I finally realized that I could make a hot drink out of it, so I've got the 8-ounce can, so I cannot freeze at night. Today I did 13 miles, and I found these vegan marshmallows at the Price Chopper, so I am really camping now, living it up. Connecticut is in 2 miles. Hopefully my package arrives tomorrow in a timely manner, because Salisbury is only 8 miles away, so it should take me 5 hours maybe to get there. And then the shelter after that is like a steep 0.4 off trail, so I don't know if it would be better to try to find something in town or just go down the steep. Thank you for watching, commenting, donating, subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.